Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Monday morning, coffee kind of morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Had a blast yesterday on the Canadian Stud Muffin channel. Mr. Larry Graves and a host of others, where we were showing our top 10 opening tracks and our top 10 closing tracks. I was in the great company of not only Larry Graves, a Canadian Stud Muffin, but you had Chris Prophy, Musically Obsessed. You had Sam St. John. You had Rich Strickler. You had Glenn Calloway from the Basement. And you had Randall Nelson. And just remarkable stuff. Had a lot of fun. It was a blast. So go over to, and I put that on my channel as well, but go over to Larry Graves, Canadian Stud Muffin. Hey, wish him a happy birthday, because it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Larry. And go over to Rich's channel, go over to Glenn's channel, go over to Sam St. John's channel, and go over to Chris Prophy's channel, and wish all these guys a great day. Like, subscribe, leave wonderful comments to these guys. Before I get into everything here, though, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. I want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collection. It's because of you guys, your likes, your subscriptions, your wonderful comments that keep me going, keep me motivated to do this kind of thing, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, so some great albums shown yesterday, man. We all had different musical tastes. I was more the classical rock stuff, but there was a ton of great albums. Not too many duplicates either, which was cool. So today I want to continue my A Great Band You Need to Listen To series. I have a wonderful time doing this. I've shown these guys before, but I'm going to show them again because I really like these guys. You don't hear a lot about them in the VC, but it's Wishbone Ash. This is the album Argus, which I'll talk about in a few minutes here. Wishbone Ash, great British rock band from Torquay, England, formed in 1969. Combination of hard rock and blues rock and folk and some progressive rock, all mixed together. They hit it big in the early to mid 70s. Still going today, under a different lineup, obviously. You got awesome harmonized twin guitars happening, which is fantastic, by the great Andy Powell and Ted Turner in the early days. Andy Powell and Ted Turner were voted the two most important guitarists in rock history by some magazines and articles, which I totally agree, they're fantastic. The band itself was discovered by none other than Ritchie Blackmore from Deep Purple. So thank you, Ritchie, for doing that. Ritchie was practicing for a concert, jamming it out, and Andy Powell asked if he could join in and do some jamming with them as Wishbone Ash was opening for Deep Purple. So Rich said, yeah, come on over, and he was blown away by Andy Powell's playing. So he went over to producer Derek Lawrence and recommended and insisted that Wishbone Ash get a contract. And they were secured a deal with Decca MCA Records. And the rest is history, so to speak. So thank you, Ritchie, for recommending Wishbone Ash to have a contract. That's amazing. So they made their first album, which is pretty hard and heavy. Great album, I think, but I didn't write it down. I think this is 1970 or 71. I think more 70 than 71. Anyway, self-titled Wishbone Ash. I'm going to show a mixture of CDs and vinyl here, but I need to find these on. I need to find the vinyl for sure. But it's kind of a cool CD. It's got its own inner sleeve. It's on the MCA label, and it's got cool grooves in it, just like a vinyl record, but only labeled on one side. But it sounds amazing. You got Blind Eye, Lady Whiskey, Arrows of My Way, Queen of Torture on side 1. And then on side 2, only 2 tracks. You've got Handy, which is 11 minutes and 30 seconds long, and then Phoenix, which is 10 minutes and 23 seconds long. They still play Phoenix live, but instead of 10 minutes, they stretch it out to about 17, 18 minutes. It's just remarkable stuff. So it features Andy Powell on lead guitar and vocals, Ted Turner on lead guitar and vocals, Martin Turner, no relation to Ted, on bass and vocals, and Steve Upton on drums. Just a great powerhouse of these 4 guys putting out this fantastic debut album. Their next album would be Pilgrimage. Whoops, sorry. Upside down. Sideways. This is 1971 release, their second. And where the first album was hard and heavy, this has elements of folk and acoustic in it, which is nothing wrong with that because it still has some heavy tracks, but it's just a diverse album compared to the first one. Same format as the first one as far as the CD goes. And yeah, I love this album. It's so good. Different from the first. Vaz D's, The Pilgrim, Jailbait, Alone, Lullaby, Valedictation, and Where Were You Tomorrow. Great, great album. Pilgrimage. Their third album, probably the most commercially successful album. This is Argus. This is a deluxe set, but you've got, where's the players here? So, you've got Andy Powell. You've got Martin Turner, Steve Upton, and Ted Turner. Great, great double CD set. This one has a combination of live tracks and studio tracks on it. So disc 1 is Time Was, Sometime World, Blowing Free, The King Will Come, Leaf and Stream, Warrior, Throw Down the Sword. And the bonus tracks, you've got No Easy Road, which is a B-side of the single, The Pilgrim, and Phoenix, off of Pilgrimage. That's a live version of that one. And on disc 2, you've got a concert recorded at the BBC Paris Theatre in London on May 25th, 1972. You got Time Was, Blowing Free, The Warrior, Throw Down the Sword, The King Will Come, Phoenix, Blowing Free, and Throw Down the Sword. Fantastic, fantastic CD. One of my favorites by these guys. So that's the cool thing about CDs. You get all these bonus tracks. And then their fourth album, which I finally going to show some vinyl here. This is a Canadian pressing, obviously, because it says made in Canada. This is Wishbone 4. Better picture of the band there. This is on the, again, the MCA Rainbow label. Elements of folk and rock again, but there's also some great rock and roll in it as well. So Many Things to Say, Ballad of the Beacon, No Easy Road, Everyone Needs a Friend, Everybody Needs a Friend, sorry, Doctor, Sorcel, Sing Out the Song, and Rock and Roll Widow. After this album, Ted Turner unfortunately will leave the band. Laurie Westfield, or Wisefield, would join as the guitarist and vocalist. I'm missing their fifth album, 1974's There's the Rub, but I'll show a picture of it here. And Locked In would be their sixth album by the band. This one's on the Atlantic label. I think they may have left MCA at that time. But the second for Laurie Wisefield, sixth album released in 1976. Not as strong as their previous albums, but still enjoyable. So it's they seemed to hit their peak with those 4 albums, and then it kind of dipped a little bit. Maybe because of the new guitarist. Ted Turner was a strong player and singer, but maybe it's just that adjustment period. But and then they came out with New England, which kind of put them back on the map. This is a promotional copy of New England. With the original inner sleeve. But again, kind of brought them back into life again. Back to just straight ahead rock and roll. And a little rockier than Locked In for sure. It was they would also move to New England in the States from England themselves for tax purposes. So again, a lot of changes in the band happening. Then we have Front Page News, their 8th album by the band. It's not a bad album. I'm not 100% on it, but they're trying to become more commercially successful. You got Front Page News, Midnight Dancer, Goodbye Baby, Hello Friend, Surface to Air, 714, Come In From the Rain, Right or Wrong, Heartbeat, The Day I Found Your Love, and Diamond Jack. But still happy to have it in my discography. I'm missing their 9th album, No Smoke Without Fire. Show a picture of that one there. Just Testing is their 10th album. Again, another promotional copy here. Where's that sticker? Oh, it's right in here. You can hardly see it. But cool album. But unfortunately, after this one, Martin Turner would leave the band. Long time member of Wishbone Ash. I'm missing Number the Brave, their 11th album. But I do have Twin Bell Burning. I love that cover. This is on the Fantasy label. It's a different label again, but fantastic cover. This would feature Uriah Heep's bassist Trevor Bolder. He was with the band for a couple of years, but then he left the band and went back to Uriah Heep actually. So that's the last studio album I have of these guys. Again, they had 26 studio albums, and I haven't. You don't see much in the out in the wild, but I do have some live albums here. This is Hot Ash. Great live album. It's back on the MCA label. This says 12 years of touring and 12 albums to their credit, including the brilliant Argus. Yeah, so you got on this one you got Andy Powell, Steve Upton, and Martin Turner and Ted Turner. Started the ball rolling. So this is you got Blowin' Free, Living Proof, Goodbye Baby, Hello Friend, Bad Weather Blues on this one. That's on side 1, and on side 2 you've got Doctor, The Way of the World, Helpless, and No Easy Road. Just a fantastic live album. These guys are so good live. They just rock it out. And I have from none other than the amazing Aaron Mutha Alamar. Thank you, Aaron. Again, I always, because he knew I loved this band, he sent me live dates, double album from the band. Live dates is, where's it? Double album, 1973 release, And you can tell Aaron sent it because there's in the MoFi sleeves there. But thank you, Aaron. This is an amazing, amazing double live album by Wishbone Ash. And finally, I've got this cool box set. This is Roadworks, a later release for the band. This Roadworks was a 2015 box set with four live albums in it. Most from Germany. So you've got 2010's the Grand in the Grand Clithery, I believe that's how you say it, Live at the Grand. So you've got You See Red, The Power, Driving a Wedge in Crisis, Rock and Roll Window, Can't Go Alone, Fub, Lady J, Lullaby, and Jailbait. Andy Powell was the only original member on this one because, again, later on, every other member left. So Andy Powell on guitar and lead guitars, Muddy Manahan on guitars and vocals, Bob Skeet on bass and vocals, and Joe Crabtree on drums. But they still rock it out. Then you've got disc 2. This is live in Hamburg. Same lineup, but you got Dreams Out of Dust, Front Page News, In Crisis, The King Will Come, Northern Lights, Disappear, Reason to Believe, Engine Overheat, Throw Down the Sword, and Phoenix. Cool thing about this is there's not many duplicates on these. Number 3, 2012's Live in Germany. Sometime World, Keeper of the Light, Faith, Hope, and Love, Leaf and Stream, Warrior, The Pilgrim, Healing Ground, and Phoenix. So you're getting Phoenix quite a bit because that's a popular way to end the concert. And disc 4 is their own venue, Live at AshCon. It's a Wishbone Ash Center, and yeah, Chesterfield, England. So it's their own venue. Kind of like the same cover as their double live album. Pardon me. So you got The King Will Come, Warrior, Throw Down the Sword, Rock and Roll Widow, Battle of the Beacon, Baby What You Want Me to Do, The Pilgrim, Blowing Free, Jailbait, Lady Whiskey, and Phoenix. I never showed the CDs as well. So each CD is kind of represents the vinyl, or sorry, the cover. So that's cool. I love this box set. And then it comes with a cool booklet. Obviously an older version of the band. And there's Andy Powell there. Still sounds just as good then as he did way back. But great little box set, and pretty reasonable. So there you have it, guys. There's my look at Wishbone Ash. If you don't know Wishbone Ash, check these guys out. Great straight ahead rock, blues rock, progressive rock, folk rock, and again, twin guitar magic, and everything's so great. Love these guys. Anyway, that's it for the day. Take care. Have yourself a wonderful day. I'll probably be back. I don't even know my schedule this week. I think I'll probably be back Tuesday or Wednesday with another video. Haven't decided what that's going to be yet, but have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.